my family back to the States. I want to send it to my family back to the States. Look,
they sent him an SMS and the father did not want to publish. The mother got angry. Why the now with SMS? I know the whole story.
the Gandhi Memorial International School on the 135th birth anniversary of Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini.
Selamat pagi hadirin yang berbahagia. Selamat datang di GMIS pada acara peringatan ulang tahun Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini yang ke-135 tahun.
We request Mr. Suresh G. Basvani, Chairman of GMIS, Mr. Michele Zacchio, Director of United Nations Information Centers, Mr. Shamruk Chanjetmani, President Gandhi Sevaloka, and Diana Joyo Rahmatian, favorite winner of Miss Indonesia 2014, to kindly garland the portrait of Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini. And we request the principal, Mr. Episim, to escort the please.
Untuk mengawali acara ini, kami memohon kepada Bapak Suresh J. Basvani, selaku Ketua GMIS, Bapak Shamruk Chanjetmani, selaku Presiden Gandhi Sevaloka, dan para anggota Sektif Gandhi Sevaloka, dan Bapak Michele, untuk memberi kalungan bunga pada potret Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini. Kami mohon kepada Kepala Sekolah GMIS Bapak Edi Singh untuk mendampingi para tamu. Kami mempersilahkan Bapak Suresh G. Basvani untuk memberikan kata sambutan.
Good morning and a warm welcome to the Gandhi Memorial International School to celebrate the 135th birth anniversary of Ibu Raden Ajeng Kartini, a champion of women's causes and a symbol of the awakening of women in Indonesia. Women make up for as much as 50% of the world's population. In Indonesia, they make up more than 50%. For development to occur, for peace to reign, and for humanity to make this planet better, women's contribution and participation is as significant or even more significant than that of the males. The celebration of the birth anniversary of Ibu Kartini is a timely reminder that universal education of women is the only road to achieve lasting peace, harmony and prosperity in this world. On the momentous occasion, I am honored to welcome to our school Mr. Michael Zacchio, Director of the United Nations Information Center, Mr. Professor Dr. Wadiman Nagoro, member of our board, Mr. S.K. Agarwal, First Secretary of the Indian Embassy, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, and my dear students. And a warm welcome to the students from 8 orphanages and schools in Bogor and Sukabumi. It has been a practice of GMIS to install in our pupils a sense of responsibility for society, empathy, and for those not as fortunate as us. Our students, faculty members, and the management have collected an amount of 90 million rupiah in cash and other donations to be donated today to 8 orphanages and schools. Even though the amount of contribution may not be significantly large, it is the thought that counts. Gandhi Memorial children indeed this spirit of caring. With the words, "For it is in giving that we receive," I welcome all of you to Ibu Kartini's 131st birth anniversary in the Gandhi Memorial International School. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Suresh. Now may we request the principal of GMIS Mr. Epi Singh to deliver his address. Thank you.
Your Excellency, honorable guests, Chairman of the school, President of Gandhi Seva, and a student of ours, who is an alumni, Diana Joyo Rahmati, class of 2013, who is also winner of favorite Miss Indonesia as a young country. Principals, distinguished guests, it has been a tradition of the Gandhi Memorial International School to annually pay homage and remember the ideals of the great lady of Indonesia, Ibu Ari Kartini. She had a dream for the emancipation and education of women in a period when they were not fortunate enough to go freely to school and had to remain in the confines of their homes. It has been rightly said, you educate a man, you educate one person, you educate a man, you educate a woman, you educate a generation. I think Ibu Kartini fought for that. Feminism is a collection of movements and ideologies aimed at defending equal rights for women, be they political rights, economic rights, cultural rights, educational rights, and social rights. Kartini was an extraordinary, aristocratic, young Japanese intellectual born in 1879 and died at a young age of 25. Her letters to her Dutch correspondents were published after her death. These letters outline her vision and concern about a number of issues including oppressive feudal traditions, the tragedy of forced marriage and polygamy for Japanese women, and the importance of education for girls. After researching Kartini's thoughts and beliefs through her letters, which influenced underprivileged women to take a stand for their rights, makes her a hero in our minds. Kartini's life belongs to the verse written by Henry Wordsworth Longfellow. Lives of great people like Kartini remind us we can make our lives sublime and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time, like Kartini has done. Kartini's life inspires us to think about other people's well-being. Even today, many women and children are living in abysmal conditions in many parts of the world. There is much to be done. We at GMIS constantly motivate and encourage our students to develop the spirit of caring, service, and love for the lesser privileged. Today, as our chairman has pointed out, we will be giving away 2 van loads of goods and 90 million in cash to support several orphanages and schools. I conclude with the words of Janet Cole, who very rightly said, I quote, "We cannot help ourselves without helping others. We cannot enrich our lives without enriching others. We cannot prosper without giving prosperity to others." And I conclude with a thought which all the students in the morning assembly knew of, a Kartini of today. A Kartini of today is a young girl. Her name is Malala Yousafzai, the schoolgirl who was shot for education. She was shot in the head but survived. She was shot by Taliban. They didn't want women to study. And this is all today. And she is now an advocate, the young Kartini of the world. Well, long live Kartini and her spirit. Thank you very much.
Request Mr. Michele Zacchio, Director of United Nations Information Center, to kindly give a few words on this occasion.
Kami meminta dengan hormat kepada Bapak Michele Zakio, Direktur Pusat Informasi PBB, untuk memberikan sepatah dua patah kata.
Selamat siang dan selamat sejahtera bagi kita semua. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, teman-teman Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa, you know, this is a very, very difficult set of acts to follow, so I better get off the stage quickly. Thank you, children, thank you, young girls and boys, for this wonderful performance that you've put on for us. It takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of persistence to put on a show like that. And I was speaking with Principal Singh this morning about his message for this year to the children, which is about never, never, never giving up. And you know, I can tell how much work was put into those performances and the training and the rehearsals. So thank you so much. Thank you for your persistence. And I was thinking today, being invited here to speak on Kartini Day is a real privilege. My first thought went to a friend of mine who is from Germany, and his wife is from Germany, and they don't live in Indonesia, and yet they have decided to name their only child Kartini after this extraordinary figure from Indonesia, but whose name and legacy are treasured by the entire world. I was happy to hear also that Principal Singh earlier mentioned the figure of Malala, because as we talk about Kartini's legacy, that everyone should benefit from growth and fulfillment, that we celebrate today the power of education, the right of education for all, I think we also need to be reminded that only last week 100 schoolgirls were kidnapped from a school in northern Nigeria by people who don't believe that girls should be reading books. So the legacy of Kartini continues to resonate with us and continues to be something that we should celebrate. And what better way to celebrate it than here in this school, dedicated to the memory of Mahatma Gandhi, whose own life was spent in devotion to truth, in the practice of nonviolence, and who himself favored the emancipation of women. So I think, without further ado, I'd like to simply pay tribute to the leadership of Chairman Swami, of Principal Singh, of all the teachers who teach the children at Gandhi School not only to do well, but to do good. And I think that this is one of the reasons that we're here. We're here to also honor this tradition of giving back to the community, of supporting organizations that do well, of supporting children who want to work hard, who want to educate and better themselves. Children from Pesantren Nurul Iman, from Ibtaiyah Nurul Falah, from Yayasan Anak Kanker, Yayasan Bapak Kasih, Yayasan Mata Bakti, Yayasan Mabinala, and to the staff who serve the Gandhi Memorial International School. Terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much.
Our students have trained to prepare a short cultural presentation which showcases a blend of the traditional and the modern. But first, let's enjoy the performance of the students from Yayasan Manabakti, Pesantren Nurul Iman Bogor, and Yayasan Binangkit Sukabumi.
Sebentar lagi kita akan menyaksikan pertunjukan kesenian yang merupakan paduan antara seni tradisional dan modern yang dipersembahkan oleh siswa-siswi kami. Namun sebelumnya, marilah kita saksikan secara berturut-turut persembahan para siswa dan siswi dari Yayasan Makna Bakti, Pesantren Nurul Iman Bogor, dan Yayasan Binangkit Sukabumi.